The Thespian Festival, today's day 4 or 5, however you're counting it. And one of the awesome things that happens at the Thespian Festival is that there are dozens of colleges and universities here, and they have mass auditions for the kids. And we just happened to be next to Michael Yawney from Florida International University the whole time we were here, and got to hear a lot about his program. So Michael, tell us about Florida International University's theater program.
Well, Florida International University's theater program is really dedicated to nurturing what's unique and individual about each of our students. We really try to develop their own individual artistic voices.
And you participated in the auditions here.
I did.
And how many people did you see?
It's so many. I think it was at least 300.
So 300 monologue songs.
Monologues, songs,
designs,
and so much so that it's very hard to stay fresh with it, but we all really do our best.
And so what each school does is when they watch, you sit as a group and watch.
We sit as a group and we watch everyone.
And then each school individually decides to call students back for further discussions. So what was it that made the kids that you called back stand out?
Well, the ones who stand out and who really make you perk up, it's not always what you think it is. For example, a lot of students think that a flashy staging is going to get our attention. That doesn't, we're really looking is we want to find out about you. And the flashy staging tells us you have a really good drama coach. It doesn't tell us about you. A lot of students give us a very long resume. That tells us you went to a school that does lots of shows. It doesn't tell us about you. What tells us about you is, first of all, what monologue you pick, what song you pick. It tells us what you like. Second of all, what really makes a student stand out is that we can tell they've thought about the monologue, who they're talking to and why they're saying what they're saying. The way you talk to your little sister when you want her to keep quiet about you sneaking out the night before is different than the way you talk to your English teacher when you're trying to convince him to change your C to an A. And that difference is really what makes a monologue stand out, that I can tell who you're talking to and what you want them to do for you.
And so what you were saying earlier, you're looking to develop, you're looking for a relationship too, you're not just looking for...
Absolutely. The audition is...
You're putting a group of people together who are going to go through the year.
It's like matchmaking. The audition is really the first step. You know, it's like you see someone and you kind of like them, but you don't really know if they're the one for you until you talk to them. And sometimes even if at first glance you think, oh, I'm not so sure, the talking to someone you realize this is a student for our school. It has nothing really to do with how good you are. It has to do if you're the right one for us.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your insight. I'm sure people are really going to get a lot out of it.
Okay, good.